My thoughts on quantum computing. I was asked this in a live stream, and here is my thorough analysis on how quantum computing could play into Bitcoin. Now, in this video, it's a long and complex answer. Okay, so there's going to be 3 chapters all in one video. Chapter number 1 is going to be going over how Bitcoin mining actually operates right now and function. Chapter number 2 is going to be how quantum computing could play and what I think would be the end result of that. And then chapter number 3 is going to be building upon these 2 things. The third thing, which would be cloud computing, and my actual potential picks for my favorite AI coins and why. Enjoy the video. Without any further ado, please like and subscribe. So if that's the context of what we're talking about, specifically with proof of work, quantum computing, bull rushing, getting 51% of all of the hash power for Bitcoin, here's what I believe would happen. So is that a potential? Yes. So let's draw it like this. So if you have your miner here, so here's the blockchain. So here's a mining farm over here, and let's call this one in Texas, right? And then here is one in Dubai, and then here's one in China, and here's one in India, and here's one in I don't know, Taiwan, whatever. Here's one in Florida, right? And these are all different mining operations, okay? And the power that is Bitcoin, what makes it so very special, is the proof of work, right? So if I say magic internet money, if I say to you Bitcoin is magic internet money that's real because we agree it's real, you're like, okay, I buy that for $1. If I say the US dollar is magic internet money that's real because we agree it's real, now you might struggle, but that's the truth, right? And then let's call this Bitcoin right here. Okay, and so all of these miners are, what they're doing is they're securing the network. And the power, if we say magic internet money that's real because we agree it's real, well, here's the power in that, in the US dollar versus Bitcoin. The agreement is where the power is. It's like, no, actually, literally, mathematically. When we say it's real because we agree it's real, what is the agreement? The agreement is that this guy, this gal, this farm, whatever, this family, whatever, every miner across the world is putting up their real life money, millions and millions and millions of dollars. They're putting up their real life real estate, millions and millions of dollars worth of real estate, worth of land. They're putting up their real life hardware, millions and millions and millions of computational power. They're putting up their space, their time, their energy, their money, their electricity. They're putting all of the, oh my God, bam! They're putting all of these things up in a way to say that, yes, if I send you $20 a Bitcoin, all of these miners are going to say, yes, this happened because we agree that it happened. We agree with our money. We agree with our time. We agree with our energy. We agree with our infrastructure that, yes, no one can say that it did not happen. This is the power. This is the agreement. And I got news for you. The whole reality exists because we agree exists. But that's a different conversation. Okay, now, let's talk about quantum computing and where this would come in my opinion, how it would play out. All right, so let's say a new player enters into the space. And we're going to call this Q. Let's say that this is the computational. This is the quantum computing, okay? And first of all, so there's a couple issues. Issue number one is that Bitcoin is on SHA-256. That is the algorithm, SHA-256, and this is a brute force algorithm, and it's supposed to be a brute force algorithm. It's not supposed to be a smart algorithm. The whole point is proof of work. That's saying, yes, this transaction happened because we all are agreeing that it happened. So that's issue number one, where a quantum computer is theoretically very smart and could solve complex problems. But Bitcoin is not a complex problem. It's a very simple problem. You just need a lot of hash power in order to do that. But if you say, well, they have it on SHA-256. This quantum computer has figured out a way. If there's a will, there's a way. They figured out how to make this SHA-256. Well, now what? In my opinion, what would happen would be very simple. It'd be a very simple solution that would be caused by this. It would be a fork. So you would have Bitcoin, and then this would bum rush it and change the rules. Well, guess what? The original would continue, and then the quantum computing one would fork the network. And there would be two timelines of the same thing. There would be the quantum computing Bitcoin, and there would be the original. Guess what? It's already been forked. That's what Bitcoin Cash is. Ethereum's been forked 3 or 4 times. You have Ethereum Classic, you have Ethereum Proof of Work, you have Ethereum Proof of Stake. This is the power. So if all of the other miners come together and they say, if we agree that this is ass, this is not the right thing, guess what? The real thing continues. Can they change the words? Can they change the rules on the quantum computing one? If there very so is the power, the computational power to do that, yes, they can, but it would be their own thing. If you change the rules, it is a new thing. And then the market can decide. This is the beautiful thing about, this is the very beautiful thing about cryptocurrency. It's like people say that capitalism is evil. It's like we don't have real capitalism in the world. We have communism, or we have government enforced capitalism, but we don't have true, proper market decides the winner. And this is what it would be. The market would decide the winner. The market would determine who the winner is. He says quantum isn't even close to breaking it yet. I agree. I don't think so either. But I'm just giving you an explanation of like how it would actually play out maybe 2-3 decades down the road. It would fork the network. This is how it would practically play out. It would fork the network in a way that the market would decide whatever they like. The one that I'm interested in, by the way, is not the quantum computing. It's the cloud quantum computing. So the cloud quantum computing is why I'm so bullish on Flux, why I'm so bullish on Dynex. They have cloud computing. Meaning, if we were to take like, let's say we have the same queue. Whoops. We have the same queue, the computational power computer, right? And then we have a different flavor, which is the C. This is the cloud. Okay? The C is pretty awesome in my opinion. Because instead of taking one supercomputer and trying to brute force these problems, what the C does, it's really the same thing. So you have a guy in India, you have a guy in China, you have a gal in Florida, and they're all putting up their farm, their computers, instead of solving brute force problems like Bitcoin, they're all giving up their computers. They're giving up their hash power. They're giving up their computational power to solve the one very complex problem. Like so. That's why I'm so bullish on Dynex. That's why I'm so bullish on Flux, because this is what they're trying to work through right now. And to me, this one is the one that's like, if we're really thinking about like sentient artificial intelligence, I'm not talking about like this super cool Google that if you ask it a question, it'll slap up something really cool. Or I'm not talking about slapping AI on a white paper and saying, yes, we're good because we have this buzzword. No. What I'm talking about is something that is artificially or sentient and is growing and learning by itself without humans. Not that this is what it's going to be, but it's the one that has the computational power, perhaps, or potential possibility in order to do that thing.